Hi guys, it's Aji. So for today's video, I'm going to do this simple and easy na back to school makeup that's going to hold really well throughout the day. I made sure to use long-lasting products in this video and added some product recommendations. Marami na rin kasi nagtatanong sa TikTok for a back to school makeup routine, but I also wanted na mag-recommend ng mga products na pwede nyong gamitin. I tried to keep this as affordable as I can, but may mga medyo mahal na products dito, but I do think that they're worth investing in. So yeah, if you want to achieve this easy, simple, back to school makeup that's going to hold really well throughout the day, then make sure to keep watching this video. Hi guys, me again. Before we start with the makeup, I want to make a note na really important talaga ang skin prep, and I forgot to film that part before I did the makeup. So, yung pinaka-simple and easy na routine lang before you go to school, you don't really even need primer in my opinion. You just need to wear really good moisturizer. The ones I can recommend are from Fresh Philippines, yung tomato gel sunscreen nila. Tsaka yung sa Saipo, sabi nila maganda daw siyang equivalent ng Skintific, which I am boycotting right now. So yeah, if you want really good moisturizers, check those brands out, and then also make sure to wear your sunscreen. Make sure na you wear your moisturizer, make sure you wear a sunscreen that has no white cast and does not pill. Tsaka make sure you let your skin prep sink in before you start your makeup. Yun lang naman yung PSA ko. Thank you. Start na tayo with the makeup. For the base, kayo na bahala kung anong gusto nyo. If you prefer something like with coverage, or if you want to wear foundation at all. I'm going in with a complexion product. By the way, I'm so sorry if you guys can hear the rain outside. May storm dito, and I don't have a proper mic yet, so sorry. Anyway, yeah, ito yung gagamitin ko. Ito rin kasi yung ginamit ko nung last year ko na sa college. And this holds up pretty well. This was formulated para sa mga nagko-commute. So, this has lasted me through really long school days. So, yeah. Other recommendations would be yung recent kong winner test sa last vlog ko. You can check it right here. Maganda rin yun kasi it lasts long. If you prefer skin tints, yung Lucky Beauty is really good. Pero I find na it's better for like no makeup days. Yung skin tint ng YOU, may film forming properties din siya, which makes it good for like work or back to school. Kasi tumatagal din siya sa skin. But again, para lang siyang Lucky Beauty na medium ang coverage. By the way, yung ginagamit ko na shade, if shade twins tayo, is talisay. And ayun, another tip pa pala, if naghahanap kayo ng everyday na complexion product, if there's anything that you should look for in a product besides the formula, it's the shade match. And yung kinaganda nung sa colourette is that I believe they have 20 shades now sa collection nila. Like, ang dami na nilang shade. It's really inclusive and available locally. Ito na itsura ng skin tint so far. Halata pa rin yung mga freckles ko, but the redness is gone and the overall tone of my face is pretty even. Also, kung napansin nyo, hindi ako masyado naglagay dito sa areas ng face na to kasi kung gusto natin ng matagal na base, ang key dyan is cream products. So, gagamit din tayo ng cream contour and cream blush today. For contour naman, I'm going to use Choco. Kayo na bahala kung anong contour gusto nyo. Ang daming magagandang contour in the market. But ito yung pinili ko kasi ito yung pinaka-affordable. Meron din silang Java, which is for lighter skin tones. But I find that this is darker, which suits my skin tone better. Ganito yung itsura niya. Ang ganda ng DC formulations, especially yung blush nila, really long lasting. So for seamless application, lalagay ko siya sa likod ng hand. I'm going to take it on a flat, parang foundation brush. And as per usual, dahil mahilig ako sa vertical contour, I'm going to apply that on this entire area with a light hand. Yung ibang cream contours na nasa rotation ko is yung Vice Cosmetics Multi-Ganda Stick in Push. Tapos yung isang variation nito na Choco. Tsaka yung bronzer ng Lucky Beauty, which is yung sa bikini lines ata yung tawag doon. They're all really good and holds up on my oily skin. Also, for back to school, I do want to keep the makeup as minimal as possible. So just keep it light, just keep it very demure, very mindful, very considerate, very appropriate for school, if you get what I mean.
Very demure, very mindful.
Dito rin sa forehead. I mostly concentrate my contour on the sides of my forehead kasi kung kita nyo, parang malaki siya. Oh my god, nakalimutan ko mag-color correct. Don't forget that, okay? If you have dark circles, do not forget to color correct. Yan. Get ready with me. I use the shade Medium Peach. Dito lang siya sa may ilalim ng eyes. Ayan siya. Kita nyo naman yung difference. Sa side na to mukha kong pagod, but sa side na to, I look more fresh, more alive. So yes, if you're gonna do anything, make this your first step. Huwag nyo akong gayahin na nakakalimutan mag-color correct. So now natapos na yan, gagamit ako ng concealer. And I have two right here. Preference lang talaga siya. Hindi nyo naman kailangan bumili ng dalawang concealer. Yung isa, skin tone ng overall face ko, which is a little bit darker. And meron din ako ditong brightening shade. We are going to reverse nose contour. Hindi na tayo maglalagay ng cream contour sa size ng nose para hindi siya magmukhang masyadong matapang. Instead, we are going to trick people into thinking that we have a nose bridge by making this part lighter. Just going to blend it out. Plus, whatever's left, I'm also going to put it sa inner corner ng eyes. And then, yung under eye shade ko, which is beige, I'm going to add 2 little dots sa under eye. And of course, makeup puff. For a long-lasting blush, I picked Corsage from Lucky Beauty. Isa rin to sa mga products na long-lasting, really pigmented. Also, it's fairly affordable naman, I would say. I believe it's $299 yung regular price niya. But Lucky Beauty does go on sale, so batayan nyo na lang yun. As per usual, I put some on the back of my hand. And I'm going to take a little bit. Tapos, dito natin siya ilalagay sa may center ng cheeks. Kasi yan yung magpapa-achieve ng parang youthful and fresh na vibe. Some here as well. And this is personally not my style, but I do like it for back to school kasi, ayun nga, nakakadagdag siya ng freshness. So I'm going to add some on the nose bridge and then onti lang dito sa my nose tip. If you want your makeup to last longer, this is something that I really recommend. Pagkatapos ng cream products nyo, maglagay kayo ng setting spray. Preferably something with oil control or made for oily skin if oily skin ka. So, yeah. For that, I'm going to use this Kuromi X Focallure setting spray. Maganda din to kasi sobrang pino ng mist. Medyo OA yung pagligo. You don't really need a lot, honestly. Just make sure na malagyan nyo yung buong face nyo. Wag ganito, okay? Wag nyo ko gayahin. Napasobra ako ng lagay. Ganito din yung ginagawa ko tuwing concert. I do the sandwich method for setting sprays and it really does make your makeup stay on longer sa skin mo. And yeah, patutuyuin ko lang to and I'll come back to do the eyes. Ito na yung base so far. Naglagay na rin ako ng setting powder all over the face. And yung ginamit ko is yung sa Dr. Sensitive na translucent. Ito talaga yung sobrang reliable na powder ko. Hindi nagkikake yung makeup ko dito. Hindi siya nahuhulas agad. But based on the responses on my live sa TikTok, hindi to nag-work on some people. So, ayun. I guess, i-trial and error nyo na lang. Pero ako, ito talaga yung gusto ko. It's inexpensive. So, hindi ako nanghihinayang na gamitin siya everyday pag lumalabas ako. And also, like, it just works. Like, nakaka-smooth siya ng skin and it just sets my base really well. Now, let's move on to the eyes. For the eyes, we're going to use 2 palettes only today. You can just do with this, pero I find na yung addition ng ganitong color just makes the makeup look better. This one is from Roto, R-O-T-O. I bought this sa Shopee for 130 pesos, around that price point. And as far as I know, itong sa Pinkflash, this retails for 60 plus pesos, basta below 100 siya. And you can get this sets na like may kasamang foundation, minsan may kasamang loose powder, but yeah, this one is really good for blush and for eyeshadow, which is why I'm going to use both of these today. Again, optional din tong step na to, pero ako, gusto ko talaga na naglalagay ng eye makeup kasi it just opens the eyes. I feel like kapag naggagawa ka ng eyeshadow and eye makeup, it just completes the look. I'm going to use this shade. Parang peachy-peachy ang atake natin. And I'm going to add that all over the eyes. Pag may nanghihingi ng eyeshadow recommendation, lagi ko talagang nire-recommend tong Roto kasi it's so, like, affordable. Sobrang gusto ko to. Like, when I bought this palette, I loved it so much na bumili pa ako ng dalawang variant. Lalagay ko din siya dito sa my under eye para balance. Hindi siya super kita, but it's okay kasi base color lang naman siya. The star of the show is going to be this one from Pinkflash. This is the shade P03. Kung yung isang shade, blend natin hanggang dito. This one, we're going to keep lower and more concentrated nearer the eyes. So, ganyan lang siya. Windshield wiper motion. Back and forth lang. Tapos, we're also going to add on the under eye as well. And then, babalikan natin tong Roto palette because I love their shimmers. We're going to take this shade and then tap that all over the eye. Mag-glitter tong shimmer na to. Kaya, you don't want to add too much. Just enough to like brighten up the eye makeup. Tapos, we're going to add the same shimmer sa Aegosal. Optional na to sa inyo, but I personally like to do it. Gamit ng thin na brush, I'm going to take this pink shade sa middle and I'm going to draw an Aegosal using the eyeshadow. Next, I'm going to take a nude eyeliner. Ito rin yung gel na ginagamit ko pang drawing ng Eggosal. But I find na sa sobrang creamy and pigmented ng formula, it also works as a nude eyeliner. So, I'm going to add that dito lang sa my outer half ng lash line. I just find that it really works for my eye shape kasi ang liit niya. Ang liit ng mata ko, mas mukha kang gising kasi it opens up the eyes. For the eyeliner naman, I'm going to take this hyper gel eyeliner. I believe yung tawag dito ng pinkflash. And I'm going to use the shade 02 Brown. Meron din namang ibang mga gel eyeliner. The one from Essie works really good. The one from Focalier also works really good. But this one, I just really like kasi ang creamy ng formula niya. And I'm using brown kasi black looks too intense for me. So for a more natural, more sweet girl look, we're going to use dark brown. Ganyan lang yung eyeliner ko. Very demure. I just really extended the eye. Tapos, hanggang dito lang siya sa may gitna. I'm not going to fill this in anymore. And, yan na siya. Now, natapos na yung eyeliner, we can move on to mascara. And I'm going to use both of these. A combination of Focalier and Dazzle Me. Ang ganda ng combo na to. Ito yung pinadala sa akin ng Focalier. It's their lash primer. Tapos, ito naman yung mascara ng Dazzle Me. Both of these have worked really well on my eyes, but the combination of it, oh my god. And I'm not really a mascara girl. No matter what I do to it, hindi talaga siya nagpapakita for some reason. Like, ayaw magstay ng curl sa eyes ko. Wala talagang lengthening mascara ang makakapagpakita sa kanya on cam. Personally, I find that there's a difference kahit na hindi super kita on cam. Uunahin natin yung primer. Comb it through the lashes. Hindi ako nabiyayaan ng mahahabang pilik mata. Pilik mata. Ayan yung difference niya. Ito yung meron, ito yung wala. Subtle yung difference, pero lash primer pa lang naman yan. With the mascara, I'm expecting the length to show up better. Now, I'm going to use the one from Dazzle Me. Ito yung difference. With mascara, without mascara. Kita nyo yan? It just opens up the eyes really well. Mas mukha kayong gising, mas mukha kayong fresh. Habang hinihintay natin yung mascara na mag-set, I'm going to take an Eggosal pen. Again, kung hindi naman kayo mahilig sa Douyin or like Asian style makeup, optional tong step na to. But I personally really like it. Galing siya sa Sweet Mint. I forgot kung anong shade to. Wala naman nakalagay sa cap or anything. Pero, just to be safe, kung bibili kayo, kunin nyo na lang yung lightest na shade. And yan na siya. That's the eye makeup done. Kung mahaba na yung pilik mata nyo, pwede namang iwan nyo ng ganito na lang. I do want to put on falsies just to give that eye-opening effect. My eye definitely needs it kasi may klinga yung pilik mata ko. So I'm just going to put on falsies, put mascara on my lower lash line, and I'll be back for the rest of the makeup. So ito na yung mukha so far. Naglagay lang talaga ako ng lashes to emulate what it would look like if I had like bigger lashes tas nag-mascara ko. Kung kita nyo naman, ayan, talagang natural lang ang atake ng ate nyo. We have to set our face. And for my recommendations for setting sprays, I have here really affordable ones. Ito yung galing sa Focalier. Tapos ito naman yung nagva-viral sa TikTok, yung Asla setting spray. Gumagawa sila ng mga film forming test neto, but I find that with a full face of makeup, the makeup doesn't really hold well. So, ginagamit ko lang siya if I'm going out for a quick errand, ganon. This one works well throughout the day. May oil controlling properties dito, which makes it really good. But, if mahaba talaga yung araw nyo and malala kayo when it comes to having oily skin, these are the two that I can recommend. This one is from YOU Beauty. Ito yung You Nutriwear Makeup Stay Lock Mist nila. Pinadala nila to sa akin and I've been trying it out and it works really well. Like, maganda talaga siya for everyday use. And this naman is my tried and true. Paubos na to sa akin. This is from Dazzle Me. It's their Get a Grip setting spray na matte. I do prefer yung green and purple na variant nila, but this pink one, kung oily skin ka talaga, your skin is gonna stay matte all throughout the day, which makes this really good for effectiveness. So ayun, that being said, dahil medyo paubos na yung iba sa akin, I'm going to use yung Asla na lang today. But ayun, if you're actually going to school and you're looking for setting sprays to use, these are the 4 that I can recommend. Yung ayoko lang talaga dito, sabog yung setting spray niya. I have to spray it a few times and really far away from the face para hindi siya mag-sabog-sabog. I'm going to let this dry down again and then I'll come back. Now that the face is set, I'm going to go in for this palette. Kung gusto nyo talaga ng affordable na makeup, maghanap kayo ng mga ganitong makeup palette sa Orange app. This one is from CVZ. May kasama na siyang contour, highlighter, tsaka pressed powder. Ilalagay lang natin siya on top of the cream contour. Kung saan yung placement nun, yun din yung placement ng powder. And maraming nagtatanong sa akin pag may makeup live ako sa TikTok, ate, mas maganda ba yung cream contour or like mag-powder contour na lang ako? And if hindi kayo masyado na bibigatan, I do recommend to use both kung nahihirapan kayo or if hindi nagsistay yung makeup nyo. If you only have to choose one, I do recommend na mag-cream products kayo. Medyo kapalan nyo na lang ng onte para talagang kita siya even when you set it with powder because cream products do tend to last longer on the face than powder does. Especially powder contour and powder blushes, they're usually the first things to go away from the base. Kung kita nyo yan, hindi super OA nung contour. It's just really enough to shape the face. And dahil hindi tayo nag-cream contour sa nose, we're going to use contour on it now. And I'm going to use the same palette. Kino-concentrate ko talaga siya sa bridge saka sa tip ng nose because those are my problem areas. So yung contour technique ko is I make the bridge wide and the nose thinner so that they look more balanced. For blush, I'm not going to add too much since kita nyo naman, really pigmented talaga yung sa Lucky Beauty. But to make it more cohesive, gagamitin ko yung ginamit din nating eyeshadow kanina. Again, this is the shade PO3 from Pinkflash. I like to go in using a puff, tap the excess off the back of my hand. Tapos kung ano man yung natira, ilalagay ko lang siya dito sa may gitna. Ayan, medyo mukha siya nakakatakot, but don't worry because we're going to blend that out still. Using a clean blush brush, we're going to diffuse yung edges. Also going to do the same on the other side. Tapos gamit ng pressed powder dito sa palette na to, I brighten up the sides of my nose, tapos my under eye. This kind of serves as like a matte highlighter. So by adding this one on my nose as well, nakakatulong siya dun sa contour effect. Para siyang baking for me where I just let that sit muna on the face for a little while and then I brush it off in the end. So while that is doing its job, we're going to do the lips naman. And ito rin yung same na lip combo ko from my last video. A lot of people really like yung itsura nun. So I'm going to recreate it today. If mahanap ko yung baby na lip liner ko, I can't find it. Nahanap ko na siya. This is the lip trace ng Detail in the shade Baby. This is what I use for every day. If hindi ito, yung lip trace din ng Detail in the shade Cookie. Both of those shades I really like and I find that they work really well on my medium tan skin tone. But before the lips, tanggalin na natin lahat ng foundation so we have a clean slate. Alam ko meron sa inyo magtatanong, Ate Aji, required ba na mag-lip liner? And the answer to that is really no. It's really up to your preference. But what I will say is that they help a lot in completing your makeup look when you want your lips to look a little bigger. I make sure to blur out the edges. Ayan na siya. It just adds a little bit of shadow around the mouth na nagbibigay siya ng dimension para kahit na matte yung lipstick mo, your lips still look juicy and plump. My favorite lip combo that I also used for the last video, this is from Focallure, their collaboration with Sanrio. Ito yung blur up lip cream nila. And wala, I just really like this. Especially yung lip combo na to because it looks fresh and it doesn't feel heavy on the lips at all. Like parang pag nirub mo yung lips mo together, parang wala ka talagang suot. So nilagay ko yung PK01 around the lip para siyang base. And then itong BB01, nilalagay ko on the inner corner. Parang gradient lip. Brush off itong brightening powder. Now I'm going to add the miscellaneous parts na optional but I really like to do on my face. I'm going to bring back some of my freckles using a freckle pen. And after that, I'm going to bring back my moles. For highlighter, again, I'm going to use the same palette. It's pretty subtle. Like, hindi siya yung blinding na highlighter. But in my opinion, that's what makes it good for back-to-school makeup. Naglagay lang ako sa may centers ng face as well as the brow bone. Pero para dito sa cheekbone, I'm just going to tap lightly. Kasi I feel like if you go in with a really strong highlighter sa my cheekbones, that can end up making your look a lot more parang full glam, like pa, ganon. Now that's it. I'm just going to add some finishing touches and I'll come back for the final look.
I wanna see that you want me, snatch me up quick, let's see the ring. I wanna know, can we move forward, bust down that door, playing all my cards now, 'cause I've been waiting
guys, ito na yung final look. Naglagay lang ako ng wig kasi I assume na my highlighted hair won't be allowed in certain like courses or universities. So like to really get in the student vibe and look, naglagay ako ng plain black na wig. Also pahaba lang, if there's something that I can recommend for like back to school, it's going to be this Issy Compact Powder. Kinuha ko pa siya dun sa bag ko sa labas. Kasi this really is my retouch powder. If there's anything that I constantly bring with me, it's the Issy blotting paper and blotting powder. Ito siya, universal. It has no shade at all. Like, it really disappears sa skin. And para lang talaga siyang mattifying powder that holds oil really well throughout the day. So if you're looking for a retouch powder or pressed powder to invest in for like everyday sa school or sa work, this is something that I can highly recommend. Never ako napapahiya kapag nambubudol ako nito. So yeah, that's it for this easy, simple, and fresh looking back to school makeup look. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure to watch all of my other videos on the page. Follow me on all of my social media channels, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!